let me tell you a story of a boy who fled his homeland only to return and rebuild it. A story of a leader who turned pain into power and despair into hope. This is the story of Paul Kagame, the man who transformed Rwanda into a nation of unity and progress. Chapter 1. The Boy in Exile. Every great story has a beginning. For Paul Kagame, it began far from home. Born in 1957 in southern Rwanda, Kagame's early years were shaped by the turbulence of a nation grappling with its identity. At the age of 2, his family was forced to flee to Uganda, escaping the ethnic tensions that would later erupt into unimaginable violence. Growing up in a refugee camp, Kagame learned the harsh realities of displacement. But even as a child, he carried within him a quiet strength, a determination to one day return to his homeland and rewrite its destiny. Little did he know that spark would one day ignite a revolution not of violence, but of visions, a revolution that would transform a broken nation into a beacon of hope. Chapter 2. The Soldier and the Strategist. Kagame's journey to leadership was forged in the fires of struggle. In the 1980s, he joined the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, a rebel group determined to end the oppression of Rwandan refugees. His sharp mind and strategic brilliance quickly set him apart. By the early 1990s, he was the RPF's military commander, leading a campaign to reclaim Rwanda for its people. But the road to freedom was paved with unimaginable pain. In 1994, the genocide against the Tutsi erupted, claiming nearly 1 million lives in just 100 days. The world watched in horror, but few acted. Kagame and the RPF, however, did not stand by. They fought tirelessly to end the bloodshed, liberating Rwanda and giving its people a chance to rebuild. It was a defining moment, not just for Kagame, but for Rwanda. The nation was broken, but its spirit was not. And Kagame was determined to lead it toward a brighter future. Chapter 3. The Visionary Leader. Kagame's vision for Rwanda was bold and unwavering. He knew that true healing would require more than just rebuilding infrastructure. It would demand a transformation of hearts and minds. His first priority was unity. He launched initiatives to bring together a divided people, turning enemies into neighbors and hatred into hope. One of his most remarkable achievements was the establishment of the Gakaka courts, a traditional justice system that allowed communities to confront the atrocities of the genocide and move forward together. It was a risky move, but it worked. Rwanda began to heal, not just as a nation, but as a people. But Kagame didn't stop there. He knew that Rwanda's future depended on education, innovations, and equality. He invested heavily in schools, ensuring that every child had access to learning. He championed gender equality, making Rwanda the country with the highest percentage of women in parliament worldwide. And he embraced technology, transforming Kigali into Africa's innovation hub. Chapter 4. The Silicon Valley of Africa. Kagame didn't just want to rebuild Rwanda, he wanted to redefine it. He envisioned a nation that wasn't just surviving, but thriving. A nation that could compete on the global stage. And so, he turned Rwanda into a laboratory of innovation. Under his leadership, Kigali became known as the Silicon Valley of Africa. The city buzzed with tech startups, drone delivery systems, and cutting-edge infrastructure. Kagame's vision had turned Rwanda into a global leader in innovation, proving that even the smallest nations could achieve greatness. But perhaps the most remarkable part of this transformation was the people. Kagame inspired Rwandans to believe in themselves, to see beyond their scars, and to embrace a shared identity. His famous words, "We must unite, we must rebuild, and we must move forward," became the mantra of a nation determined to rise. Chapter 5. A Legacy for the World. Paul Kagame's impact extends far beyond Rwanda's borders. On the global stage, he has shown the world that even the smallest nations can achieve greatness when led by vision and integrity. His story is not just about Rwanda. It's about proving that no challenge is too great, no obstacle too insurmountable. It's about showing the world that with vision, courage, and relentless determination, anything is possible. Today, Rwanda stands as a testament to what's possible. Clean streets, thriving businesses, a united people, and at its helm was a leader who dared to dream.
Half of my life, I've been living in trenches, not sure of living to the next day. I didn't fight to be the president of my country. Never. It came by accident, I think. So I was fighting for my own rights, which anyone in any human rights organization could not give me. And even now cannot give me or cannot give Rwandans. So it's cynical and absurd that anyone would just be there talking about violations, me as the leader of my own people to be accused of violating their rights. It's just an absurd insult.